South Korea's Foreign Minister Yun Byung is due in Iran this Saturday to meet with his Iranian counterpart Mohammad Javad Zarif. It'll be the first time in 14 years for a South Korean foreign affairs chief to make a trip to Tehran. Its significance and what we can expect from this historic meeting. Arirang News Kwon Soa is live in the studio with me. So it seems that a lot of significance is being placed on the two foreign ministers meeting this time around.
That's right, and that for a very good reason, because it's not only the first time since 2001 when South Korea's former Foreign Minister Han Seung visited the country, but it's also the very first time after the Iran's landmark nuclear deal. And this is crucial as Seoul and the international community are aiming at denuclearizing North Korea. Now, the deal between Iran and 6 world powers struck in July after over a decade-long deadlock involves the curbing of Iran's nuclear program in exchange for relieving sanctions. Now, the historic agreement put the spotlight quickly on North Korea afterwards, as many wish for the communist regime to benchmark Tehran's decision. And this issue is expected to be the main theme on the table when Seoul's Foreign Minister Yun Byung meets his Iranian counterpart Mohammad Javad Zarif, whom he will be meeting for the 3rd time since taking office. And to set up the table, the two will be evaluating how Iran's denuclearization progress has been going so far and what's expected in the future. But also state of affairs in the Middle Eastern and Northeast Asian region will be on the agenda, as well as Seoul-Tehran bilateral ties. Now, those are also expected to be discussed between Yun and Iran's President Hassan Rouhani during Yun's one-day trip.
So it's good to hear that Minister Yun Byung is not on unfriendly terms with the Iranian counterpart. He's met with him 2 times already, and this is his 3rd time.
Exactly.
Right. Let's talk about where bilateral relations between Seoul and Tehran stand at this point, Soa.
Well, South Korea and Iran have established diplomatic ties back in 1962, and 5 years later, Korea opened its embassy in Iran, while the Iranian embassy in Korea opened in 1975. And Conn, on the economic front, trade accounted for $8.6 billion last year, with 4.1 billion in exports to Iran and 4.5 billion imports to Korea. So pretty similar there. But what's also important is that the Iran's relations with North Korea, of course, which are very close, especially when it comes to their cooperation in developing nuclear material. And in terms of military ties, their alliance was demonstrated back in the 1980s during the Iran-Iraq war, when Pyongyang stood by Tehran, supporting it with weaponry.
Right, so that's surely another reason why Seoul should be talking with Tehran. But Minister Yun, on his way to Tehran, he stopped by in Luxembourg.
That's right, and that is because of the Asia-Europe Foreign Ministers meeting, which wraps up today under the title, the theme of working together for a sustainable and a secure future. That for Yun was a good occasion to call on the ASEM members to cooperate on the denuclearization of North Korea.
International cooperation key to denuclearizing North Korea. Thanks, Soa.